A data mine from esteemed experts, Luigi's Mansion actually was meant to be two-player, not just one player. And I believe in the second game, well, in the 3DS version, they did that for player 2. So yes, that is a thing. Also, mirrors are your best friend in this. This is kind of like a little bit of a staple from the first game where looking at a mirror actually helps you catch a ghost. And there's the key. If you want to look up there are different sound effects the key had back in the day. Alright, let's rumble. Watch this. Yep, you slam one ghost in... Gotcha. Yeah, something they added that's new. Slamming one ghost into the other drains the other's HP, and you can actually KO ghosts. You can actually, in a sense, you're catching two ghosts at once. How the game does it. In a sense, you're catching two ghosts at once when you do it like that. Anyway. Hey, Bolter Pup. Let's see what we got here. And this is something that is from the second game that actually will be one of the main things. This is going to be where we're finding secrets in this game.
Yeah, let's do it.
Go for it. Say hello to the Dark Light device. EGAD made that to break illusions done by King Boo.
Oh, yeah.
And Ghost in general. So anytime you see a painting with like a lot of coins or whatever else, it will break the illusion. So that's new. So that's neat and handy. So yes. Also, unlike the first game, and thank God they're not back in thank God they took them out of the first game because they were a neat little challenge, but it was like to pad out the gameplay and all that stuff. If you want to go for 100% and all that, or get the best ending in the mansion, get the best mansion at the tail end of the game. That was when they added Speedy Spirits, is what they're called. Cyan light ghosts that actually there were 32 of them hidden out throughout the mansion in the first game. Trust me, they were a pain in the butt to catch, because you only had two chances. One was when a safe zone, when you actually can catch them when you're going after one of the portrait ghosts and stuff like that. The second time is when the game does something called a blackout, where the ghosts will start running amok. Yes, a chance to catch the Speedy Spirits, but the ghosts are running amok and trying to stop you at every turn. So one option is safe, and the second one's more dangerous. So pick and choose your battles if you like. And now let's save the professor. Oh, you alright, man? He still has original sound effects from the first game. If it isn't Luigi, you're precisely the last person I expect to find here. He's not wrong. Hold that thought. Now isn't the time to catch up. What matters is you'll do nicely. Come on, Luigi. Get me out of here now. This hotel is filled to the brim with ghosts. Let's make a run for it. What? What was that? All your friends have been captured? And you can't just abandon them here, you say? You're the same as ever, I see. A bit of a handful. Okay, I'm not thrilled about it, but I, Professor Elvin Gad, have an idea. First things first, Luigi. We need to get to my car. Will you take me there? Hey, the new Poltergeist G.O. You're wearing... Hey, the new Poltergeist G.O. you're wearing. You took that out of my car, right? We gotta get back to the underground garage. Let's go. So, yes. it's not pronounced the Poltergust 3000. It's not the Poltergust 5000 like it was in the second game. This is the Poltergust GO, or GOO for short. Hey, Luigi, take a look over there. That elevator will take us to the garage in an instant. Let's hurry up before the ghosts find us. He's got a point. Let's be quick. Hightail it and move.
Wow.
Hey Luigi, look at that. It's money and lots of it. Even with all the dangers here, I'm sure we agree that money is still important. Ghosts don't seem interested in grabbing it. What's the saying? You can't take it with you? Well, I definitely want it anyway. Keep your eyes peeled and grab as much as you can. You know, as much as you can. Keep your eyes peeled and grab as much as you can. You know, while you're capturing ghosts and saving your friends, multitasking. Alright, cool. I believe also, who else did this? I'll look around and see if I can find it. Proton John did a live stream of Luigi's Mansion 3, I believe when it first came out. Of all the someone has removed all the elevator buttons. All the other elevator buttons. Sorry, I missed a word. Well, it still works in the sentence. That's just an extra word. What's going on here? A mystery for later. I suppose we should go ahead. Let me read that again. A mystery for later, I suppose. Go ahead and give that B1 button a push. So yes, the hotel is differently themed. Okay. It didn't seem like any of your friends were trapped on the second floor with me. They must be taken to one of the floors higher up in the hotel, which means, yeah, we're going to need those elevator buttons. So now we have multiple objectives. We need to find the elevator buttons along with finding Mario, Peach, and the 3 toads that came with us. Egad, why? Luigi's still the same as ever, and me and him share that one functionality. We're both scaredy cats. That's how that works. Also, fun fact. I should have pointed this out. This painting from earlier. Now we have the dark light device. We can get the gem. Alright, now let's hightail it. I should end this video soon, but I think we'll do that after we do this. This is all introduction, folks. This is all introduction. What? Egad! Oh, by the way, I will be making puns. I'm gonna pull a Chuck Conroy with this, and I will be making puns with each of the ghosts we catch. I'll try to make puns with each of the ghosts we catch. So. Dang! Oh man, I forgot that glitch. That was kind of cool. Where'd he go? I slammed him so the physics of it actually went nuts with the light fixture above. That was nuts. That was kind of cool. Where the balls did he go? There he goes. Where is he? Use the burst mechanic to stop him. And nice one. Yes, slamming the ghost into other objects does help. Where are you, you son of a gun? Also, some ghosts actually can be spotted a little bit easier with the dark light device, because they're invisible. That makes it easier to find. Darn it! Darn it! Darn it! Darn it! What the? You chicken! Do it! I dare you! Do it, I dare you. Here you go. Do it, I dare you. I feel vibration. There he is. Let's have him just... Sorry, bellboy. You ain't getting no tip from me. Nice. Yeah. Oh crap, I had a better one. Here's your tip. I got a tip for you. And it sucks. There you go. I should have said that. 1 and 5. Together they make 15. Or 51, depending. Ho ho, those are definitely the elevator buttons. I never guessed a ghost had taken them. But there are only 2. Maybe there are other ghosts out there with the rest of the buttons. No matter what, let's go to my car. I got something very interesting that I want to show you. For context, the game's not going to be that easy. I want to say this now because I've actually replayed this game so many times. That is the only ghost that hands out 2 elevator buttons, and it's the first ghost. So this says a little bit of something about the game, a little bit of the development idea behind some of the game. What is that? No, egad, since it's something small and compact, it must have something extravagant in it. So we took a step back. So egad's actually... Stand back, Luigi. Voila! Oops. Luigi, I agree with that face. Like, really? What? Wow. Alright, and in we go. In we go. And Nintendo likes to make references. Okay, this, I'll say right here before he even shows it. Nintendo has a fond love for making references to their past, well, Nintendo's all about nostalgia, in a sense. And Luigi's Mansion is no short of that, because you actually will see multiple references in you'll see multiple references to their past stuff in their games. Or sometimes even the project names. Like in Mario Sunshine, the island was shaped like a dolphin because the GameCube's project name was Project Dolphin. So there's the reason why it's shaped like a dolphin. And Luigi's Mansion 1, you didn't have a Game Boy Color, you had a Game Boy Horror. Pun intended. And the thing is, in Luigi's Mansion 2, you had a DS. You had a Nintendo DS. Instead of it called the Nintendo Dual Screen, it was called the Dual Scream. SK, Jesus, I can spell. Jesus, I can spell today. SCAME, Scream. No, Jesus, I can't spell. SCRAME, jeez. Anyway, welcome to my lab. This is another one of my brilliant inventions, a portable laboratory. It's sturdy, safe, and air conditioned. You can't forget the air conditioning. Let me read that again. I always knew I'd need this one day. Good thing I brought it along with me, right? Sorry you can't see the text, so that's the reason why I'm reading it. You want to know what I'm doing in this hotel? It's a bit of a long story, but in short, I was tricked. I got an invitation from someone claiming to own this hotel, so that's Helen Gravely. They said they had a precarious collection of ghosts gathered from all over the world. No self-respecting ghost researcher would pass up on such an appealing offer, obviously. I sent the invitation, but when I arrived, the invitation was only a ruse. For those who may have never heard that word, a ruse means which means a lie. It was fake. They captured me and took my precious ghost collection. That includes all the ghosts you've worked so hard to catch for me before. Even King Boo, losing him really got under my skin. He's my favorite. Apparently, so is the various other people. What? They released King Boo? That hotel owner. What has she done? Luigi, you're our only hope against all odds. Without any hesitation and at any cost, get my ghost collection back. And speaking of ghost collections, why don't you give me all those ghosts you captured so far? Okay, reference there. That is only a reference. I'll read this, but let me explain this and I'll read this. So, what Luigi did there and putting the vacuum up to that tube and then it, taking the ghost out of the poltergust, that's a reference to the, second game. The first game put them to a ghost polterificationizer, which means it turned ghosts back into paintings. But there's more to that there's more to that later. But yes, in the first game, there are different devices. This one here in the third game is a reference to the second game. So they kept up with the narrative. Well, is that the way to put it? Narrative. Continuity. That's the word. Alright. Keep on catching those ghosts and be sure to come back to the lab. I'll set up the gallery so that you can view the ghosts that you captured. Yep, we'll be able to look at the ghosts, look at their names, and... What's with that look, Luigi? Am I forgetting something important? Right, you're kinda... Oh! That's right, I forgot about saving your friends and family. Completely and totally forgot. Regardless, to find ghosts and your friends, we'll need to explore the hotel. To help you out, I'll give you one of my greatest inventions. I call it the Virtual Boo. VB for short. So, this is what I mean by Nintendo likes to pay homage to past references of products they made. Like I said, Luigi's Mansion 1 had the Game Boy Color, aka Game Boy Horror. They had the Dual Scream, and now we have the Virtual Boo, which is actually a reference to the Virtual Boy that Nintendo made back in the day. Well, back in I think it was the late 80s. I think, if I'm remembering that right. Someone you can double check that in the comments and let me know. It's a state-of-the-art virtual reality. Wait, what? Hang on. Oh crap! Wow, I slipped up. It's a state-of-the-art virtual reality device, fitted with a fancy red screen. Really cutting-edge stuff. And red is all the rage, you know. Just wait until I finish the marketing materials on this. It'll fly off the shelves. Well, actually, I think you guys will probably have better success with it than Nintendo did, because not many people really like the Virtual Boy all that much, because of just how kind of weird and cumbersome it was to, lug around. It was mainly meant for, horrible reasons, but... That's what I think back in that was in the 90s. Yeah, that had to be either in the 90s or 80s late 80s, early 90s when that came out. But by that point, I think the Game Boy Color was already a thing. I'm not 300% sure. Someone in the comments, please, double verify, because my memory is more fuzzy than the enemies on Yoshi's Island. Yes, I did make that joke. You can use the VB to communicate with me at any time, just like you did with the Game Boy Horror and the Dual Screen. Hey, maybe you can test it out. Maybe we can test out the communication system later. Press plus to look into the VB. I'll display your current objective for you too. It's quite useful. Oh, and I have one more thing to give you. the very first thing you need to do is install this elevator tracker inside the elevator for me, okay? As for that, as for what it is, I'll tell you later. Go on and get it installed. Head for the elevator, and I'll head for the elevator. I'm counting on you, Luigi. All right. So I probably should end things here because this is a good stopping point. We're at. I'll keep going. Like I said, I want to just make this a pretty good one, pretty lengthy one, and I'm still good on time. So what I need to do. All right, let's get this installed. Get these buttons put in and everything else. Let's rock and roll. Oh, yes, we can actually now we can get rid of these black. Yep, that's what I was afraid of. I took 5 damage. Now you get rid of these black widow spiders. Whenever we want with the strobe bulb now. Now they're not much of a threat. Man. Ugh. God, I dislike spiders. I really do. My buddy Fang actually doesn't not much of a fan of spiders either. Okay, now pay attention to the mirror in the background. It shows Luigi setting it up, but it's just off screen enough to where you don't see it. It obscured how he set it up. Hello, Luigi. It seems like the installation was a success. Now then, as for what the device actually does, it extracts map data about the floors from the elevator. Then it takes all that data and displays it on the monitor. Isn't that great? Hey, why don't you take those elevator buttons you collected and insert them into the panel?
Oh yeah, here we go.
Okay, I'll explain it after this cutscene because it makes sense. Okay, so I believe someone on YouTube, a few YouTubers I watched, I won't list them all because that would be too many. A few YouTubers actually gave a good point about why the buttons reinsert themselves into the elevator panel. Because Luigi would not know where the buttons would go. Which technically makes sense. Anyway, now you're able to view the map of a new floor. That's another surprise, Luigi. The device links with the virtual boo. The map data is automatically sent to the VB, so you can view the map anywhere, anytime. If you open the map from the VB menu, you can check out even more detailed map. Don't go forgetting about it, okay? Let me break it down for you, Luigi. The map is super helpful for exploring new floors. While you're exploring the hotel, you should hunt down the elevator buttons. Those buttons will let you reach new floors. Reach new floors. Right for exploration. Jesus, I can't read. Oh, and you might find your friends there. One more thing before you go, Luigi. We need to do a quick text of the virtual boost communication. Open the VB by pressing E and select the EGAD hotline. I'm counting on you, Luigi. So you pause. It goes into this red screen-like format. Holy crap, that looks weird on camera. And you go to EGAD hotline. Testing. 1, 2, 3. This is EGAD, Resident Genius. Am I coming in through loud and clear? Fantastic. It appears the VB's communication system is working perfectly. That means you can only use this to communicate with me That means you can use this to communicate with me anytime you need to. If you feel the need to talk to me, just do exactly what you did for the test, Luigi. I may be able to offer you some advice in tough situations. You can also check out the log using the very same system. Let me know if you. Let me know if that's why you're calling, and I'll show you your progress. Okay. Testing my invention is fun, but we should get back to work. And speaking of work, I have a job for you. So, so you're able to take the elevator up to the 5th floor now, right? I actually was staying in the room. I was actually staying in a room on that floor. There's a briefcase the briefcase in my room. Could you fetch it for me, Luigi? My room number is... Oh, blast. What was it? You got a map. You got a map. You'll figure it out. Good luck, Luigi. Try to come back alive. Alright, let's party. 5th floor. Here we go. Wait, does that say statues? Sweets. R.I.P. Sweets. Rest in peace. Oh, God, I get it. Rest in peace, Sweets. God. Or Rips. Got it. Freaking A. So, this actually is, like, a loading sequence here. So, I may just have to find a way to, like... I may jump cut around that, or if you guys want me to, like, do random commentary over that, I'll leave that up to you. Just let me know in the comments. Luigi's scared out of his brain. I don't blame him, man. That would be me in a nutshell. He's ready, though. He may be scared, but he's ready. Alright, let's rumble. So, we are now on the 5th floor. Oh, yes. And, funny enough, in the original, in the first game, second, and third, the game actually plays Luigi's Mansion theme. My cell phone actually has the Luigi's Mansion 2 theme on. Luigi's Mansion 2 theme on it.
Hello?
Luigi, I just remembered something important I neglected to mention. The Poltergeist G00 of yours has a new feature that I like to call the suction shot. It will work as a weapon for you on your adventures. Press Y for a press Y to fire the rubber plunger. You can also stick it to flat or stick it to let me read that carefully. You can stick it on the flat and smooth surfaces. If you use the Poltergeist Geo to suck up the rope, then press A to give it a tug on objects and pull off a powerful slam to break them. You should start shooting at things right away. Practice makes perfect after all. Oh, and I forgot, Luigi. Oh, and don't forget, Luigi, my briefcase. Oh, and don't forget my briefcase, Luigi.
Bye-bye.
So, what he said was actually something I mentioned before. We have a new ability now. This is actually new to this game, but also is a reference to Simon Richter Belmont's introduction into Smash. Luigi actually, hit Y. Luigi actually has Luigi used a plunger in that. That was a reference to Luigi's Mansion 3. I mean, Nintendo was in the process of making Luigi's Mansion 3 by the time they were releasing DLC, releasing characters showing off the characters for Smash Ultimate. Because a lot of people actually were excited to see, like, Castlevania get the respect it deserves. And now that we can actually do this with the suction shot, with the plunger here, which is kind of fitting because Luigi is a plumber. The suction shot will stick to smooth surfaces. Vending machines are applicable as well. So you stick it on there and pull it down. It's kind of like the thing where they say don't tug on the vending machines, or otherwise you could fall on top of you, kind of deal. I think I've only heard a few horror stories about that back in the day when I was like a kid to a teenager. So that says a lot right there. All right, I missed a few bucks. Pull that open, and we got our first gem here. Now, something similar to Luigi's Mansion 2. There's something in here that we're going to get that's similar to Luigi's Mansion 2. And Luigi's Mansion 2, they got rid of the Speedy Spirits, and now they had something called Money Ghosts. What are money ghosts, you may ask? Well, say hello to one that is actually in this dryer. Just like in the second game, money ghosts actually will have money in them. But unlike the first game, unlike the second game, sorry, you actually don't just get the money just from sucking them up. You actually in this game, you slam them, and you're actually beating, well, it says you're beating the crap out of them in order to get money. And, gotcha. It's best to have the money shoot into a corner. That way, because the thing is, the game actually, the developers took note of this. While you're vacuuming, the money will still shoot out. So you do that, and what? Okay. The telephone ringing, I just remembered. That is a reference to Luigi's Mansion 1, where Luigi was in the telephone, in a thing called the telephone room, and actually answered the phone, and it was a toad on the other end. Who ordered? Who ordered the cleaning? Ordered, housekeeping service. So, EGAD's suitcase is in here somewhere. He forgot which one it is. He forgot where it is, but we'll come back we're gonna come back through here anyway. So let's keep a move on. Let's follow that. Of course, Luigi being scared out of his shoes every time. Somebody was in here. Who ordered a turkey? That's really good room service and all, but who the heck actually ordered a turkey? There's a suitcase in there, and there's only one way to get it. You hold ZL and turn on the water. Out it goes, you use the suction shot, and there's a pearl. Unlike the first game, unlike the first and second game, the first game did have a ranking system, but many people actually couldn't figure out how that worked. So the ranking system in the first game was based on your health at the top left there. Just like, well, it would have been the bottom right, actually, if it was the original. The thing is, it was based off your health. 100 to 90 is a gold. 75 to 50 is silver. 25 to 5 is bronze. So, yes. And in the second game, they got rid of the health style mechanic. It made it more like a kind of the style, a little bit of a score attacker almost. I do mean almost. Can you get a move on, Luigi? We need to get to my room and recover my briefcase. You know where my room is, right? Look closely at the VB on your map. At the map. So it's actually marked on the map, huh? So in the top right there, you'll find. Oh, ambush. Time to clean house.